Like some people will say, if somewhere doesn't get dark in your presence, don't walk there at night. So I'm very cautious in my analysis of the situation. But the deed is done, and of course, it depends on whether they want to bring a foreign coach or they want somebody on the domestic scene. And if you're talking about the domestic scene, it doesn't get any better than the names that Onye Uche has mentioned. Those are the guys. Any club that has aspiration, any club, I mean, what if you look at the Imba, what can they aspire to? They've won the league, so obviously they'll be aspiring on the continent. So that aspiration will now determine the kind of coach they're going to take.
That's why you start wondering, and why not keep the man that's worked with the team to win the league?
And has even won that continental title for you.
The man signed a 1-year contract.
But that's why a lot of players say if you can extend it.
But they refuse to extend it. You cannot force the club.
I know. and even if you look at Europe, Austin, let's be fair. Clubs that have tradition, clubs that have a structure, is always hard for a manager to stay long. Apart from one or two few exceptions. I mean, you look at Bayern Munich, where you have people like Karl-Heinz Rummenigge, or you have the Kaiser himself. I mean, you take one wrong step, one wrong move,
you're fired.
You're gone. If they don't like your face, I mean, that's the end. And Enyimba is turning out to be like that, where one coach goes, another comes in, and they're still winning. So they're going to tell you that, look, we have a structure, we are doing the right things. There was even a statement many years back credited to one of the coaches who said, "Do you think you are the one that even won? We know what we did to win." So, some of those things you always get to hear them. But of course, you would always agree. Anybody will always agree.
But they can't come out and say that they didn't win the league because of the expertise of Kadri Kana. His experience actually gave them the league this season.
Played a major role.
Very true.
But they also throw what they did that you may not know.
A case in point was when he drafted Chinedu Udoji from the centre back to the defensive midfield.
And we started seeing the change.
And he was scoring goals. Very true. And these clubs have, they always have their way, especially when you sign a short-term contract. I think for the coaches, the onus is for you to, if you know that you are good enough, you can negotiate, you can discuss, and get a long-term contract. Because when the clubs, now begin to count what they are going to pay you if they sack you, and I think that will, discourage them from any decision. But as it is, it's 1-year contract, and
it's done.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just stay with the league. Let's go to Nassarawa United. Not good news coming out of it. They're mourning their late captain, Baba Idris.
Yeah. Before I came on, I got a call from the team manager Solomon Muranja. He broke the sad news that Baba Idris died. Today. He has been sick for 2 weeks. Said the doctor of the team cited pneumonia as the cause of death. Such a sad one. He also told me that the late player will be buried tomorrow, by 8 a.m. Well, we can only wish the family, his close friends, that God grant them the fortitude to bear the irreparable loss. Such a young man that has, been with the club from. He's a homeboy.
Very good season they
are going to play in the CAF Confederation Cup next season. He's a homeboy from Lafia. You know what it is. It's quite a huge loss for the team. The team manager's voice was so sober when he was, narrating the sad event to me. So we just joined everybody, the league followers, in wishing the club, well in everything they do, and also hope that they can, get over this sad occurrence.
Very sad.
And maybe get something in memory of the player.
Yeah, that's it. Our club should start looking at ways to honor players who actually give their best.
Find a way to support his dependents.
Family.
A wife, mother, if he has one, just try and keep the legacy going, and because a lot of this will be affected with his demise now.
So that's it. With that sad story from Nassarawa State, we'll wrap this segment of sports tonight. But remember, you can keep talking to us. Let's go on this break now. When we come back, Arsenal got back to winning ways. Chelsea and Manchester United, they're struggling. They played today. They share the spoils. We'll talk about the English Premier League when we come back. Don't go anywhere. Stay. Okay, that's his highlights from the Dutch Eredivisie. Let's leave that now and come to England, where it's all sparks and fires at the moment in the English Premier League. That's the result of games played today. Monday Night Football. Yemi Adebayo, want to run us through that result?
Well, Crystal Palace and Swansea was goalless. Everton Well, you know, they won their last game, last kick of the game, but they weren't so lucky against Stoke City. Norwich and Aston Villa, Norwich won 2-0. Watford, Odion Gallo was on the score sheet. His team got a red card. Nathan Ake got a red card. And of course, started struggling. They lost to Tottenham, Eric Lamela, and Soon got the goals, and of course West Brom 1-0 victory over Newcastle. The highly anticipated game today was between Manchester United and Chelsea. It was goalless. From a neutral perspective, it was a very, very good game. And if you belong to any of the sides, you'll be impressed with the way your team played. Apart from the fact that you didn't get a result. West Ham 2-1 victory over Southampton. Southampton, you know, defeated Arsenal the last time, but of course they couldn't. They weren't consistent enough. And this one, some fans thought it should have been more.
Yeah.
But of course, they will make do with a 2-0 victory. The Gunners 2-0 victory over Bournemouth. A lot of people felt that they wasted a lot of chances, but ended 2-0.
They should be thankful because that same Bournemouth traveled to Stamford Bridge to mess Chelsea up.
Got a result. Even got a scalp of Chelsea at some point. So with this result, we'll have to wait for what happens tomorrow between Leicester and City. But as it stands, the Gunners are on top of the league in England.
Oh, these guys online, they're not smiling now. A lot of football fans saying the goalless draw between Manchester United and Chelsea, that is a reflection of what both clubs are going through this season, and none is better than the other.
Well, I think Gusindik has not lost. Be fair to him. Oscar lost the penalty against Watford. That would have made it 3-2. I think they will rule that one too. But Van Gaal, the English person has described him as a strict teacher. You know, he likes handling, you know, very low-profile players. Sent some, you know, players that they felt would have, you know, done very well for the team. But the goalless draw, I don't know whether he's going to save his job. Because all over the weeks there have been talks about Jose, you know, joining the Manchester United. So let's see how it goes. Maybe the next couple of games for Louis van Gaal will either, you know, sink or save him. But as it is, Hendink has not lost since Jose left. The Chelsea have not lost a game. But for Louis van Gaal, so much trouble for him.
A lot of trouble for Louis van Gaal. I'll just read this tweet and then we'll wrap the show. Tonight is from Chief 1010. Chief 1010. I like that name. It says, please, Austin, ensure that the Sunrise guys joins the team next time. Said they should use their legs this time. So Sunrise guys, Chamberlain, Sulai, Nyota is part of the team already. And Mark was telling me today that they're going to start a female team. I'm waiting to see what's going to come out of that one. But of course, we'll get Sulai and Chamberlain to be part of the team next time. Yemi Adebayo, thanks for coming around.
Pleasure.
Hey, Uchi, good to have you too.
Thanks for having me, Austin.
So that's it, and that's the show. But remember, you can keep talking to us on Twitter. We're channels_sports, and on Facebook, we're channels-sports. That's the show. On behalf of the ever-winning sports team at Channels TV Sports Center in Lagos, Nigeria, I'm Austin Okunakpan. In everything you do, remember, let's keep talking sports. Bye for now.